Yeah, the sex museum. Yeah, we could have picked one up there.
Or you could get a very freaky mask for yourself. They could just show him how much it turns him off.
Well, okay, so Jennie, I need your input on
like
this
a Donald Trump mask and try to wear that.
Oh my God. I couldn't mentally do that to myself. It'd be terrible. He did ask what I want for our 1-year anniversary, which is coming up in April. And I told him
the cheapest gift you could give
is to shave that shit off your face.
And you know what? And you got to be happy with it. And don't be one of those bitches that are like, I wish you had, you need to use that opportunity.
Well, I'm fully intending to.
I totally would.
It is my new plan to get rid of the mustache.
Yeah. I'm going to help.
He's aware of that. He's fully aware of that. So this is not news to Carson.
Oh, God.
But I love him no matter what. He's just not going to get any booty until that thing crawls off his face.
Happens.
None of.
I miss Gabe.
Oh,
Gabe was so great. Like, we just loved him.
I have fond memories.
Make the cut.
Poor Gabe. I'll feel sorry for Gabe.
But Carson,
I was just going to throw the point that none of the Amsterdam passport boys have mustaches, so maybe you could use that as a point.
Yeah, I should. And you know what? I might use that next time we have this conversation.
Just walk him into the airport like a dog.
Look at him. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. See that one? Looks good. Guess what? No mustache. Check that one out. No mustache. You with me? You with me?
Okay, I'm going back to my original point. This would not be okay if it was reversed. I'm sorry.
You know what?
Honey, look at that girl's boobs. Oh, yeah.
That is so not the same thing. You are born with those assets. Your facial hair is something that,
that's
it's like leg hair. Do you want me to design my leg hair or my vagina hair? Like, it's kind of the same thing. It's going to grow back soon. It's going to be gone quick, though.
Okay. We have a new follow on IG and she is super hippie and she was like doing these like cool dances. I'm like, yeah, you go. And then she like lifted her arms and I was like, wait, was that armpit hair? And like, I went and I like went through all of her things and and there was even a post that she's like, look how freeing this is, all of this arm hair. And I was like, oh, I just could not commit to that. Like I just could never do that.
So for all of our new listeners out there, just know that Jennie will stalk you as soon as you start listening to this podcast.
And none of us have excessive body hair except off the tops of our heads.
But I do encourage anyone with any amount of body hair anywhere to listen to our podcast. And you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker, Laughable, and anywhere Spreaker. Follow, subscribe, rate, review. I love the ratings. You guys are giving us great 5 stars. But if you have a moment to also just add a little like sentence, if you're liking things, we would really, really appreciate that.
I see an awkward apology in the next episode coming up.
Okay.
To armpit hair girl.
No, I just said like, good for you. I just can't do it.
Yeah, no, she's going to write letters. I can see it coming
she's like
already.
So free. Like she does like these dancing videos. It was almost a weird obsession, but I just I'm going to watch her for a couple more weeks before I, anyway. Brian,
commit to labeling it obsession.
You don't follow us. We follow you.
Brian, do you have a weird obsession to get me out of this?
I have a weird obsession. I actually, you guys know that I'm a nerd. I love all things nerdy. And Netflix just came out with a new series called Love, Death, and Robots. And so I don't know if you remember, there's a cartoon, but anime series called, it wasn't a series, but gosh,
what is it, Brian? Tell us what it is.
You can do this.
Yeah, no shit. Easy for me to say. No, but there was a heavy metal came out in the 70s, and it was this like kind of cool adult version of cartoons. And so Love, Death, and Robots kind of reboots that. It's pretty amazing. There's some really cool stories in there, but you'll get through the first one and you'll know whether or not you're going to watch any of the rest of them.
Okay. I'll check it out.
We'll put it on the Netflix list.
Netflix.
It's very freaky.
Oh.
Super freaky.
Love the freaky.
So some semi-weird things that have happened. I can't wait to hear the rest of Jesse's story from last episode. We left you hanging, we were just getting along, and we don't have any real sponsors yet. So just Jack, condom guy.
Just Jack, the condom guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a weird thing happened this past weekend. I know, obviously, Cass, you said the only Victoria's Secret you've seen is in the airport. But Jesse and Brian, when's the last time you guys went to a Victoria's Secret?
Never.
Okay.
Probably 8 months ago.
Perfect timing. Okay. Because I also did a poll on our IG account. It got weird pod. And I used to work at Victoria's Secret back in the day. And we had to wear like black, like business style, maybe a hot pink or something. Like you had to be professional and you had to be attractive. And it was like on a level. So
In high school, I remember high school, college days, there was the black on black with the little pink tank sometimes.
Yep. And you would have the tape measure handy to measure some bitches as they walk through. Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong, just don't tell me just yet. But I walk into this Victoria's Secret and I walk in and this like really friendly chick comes up to me. Obviously in high school or college, like laid back style. And she's like, "Oh, how are you doing today?" I'm like, "Good, thank you." Like, I know people are really friendly in our community, so like, no harm, no foul. And then I continue to walk around and I see another woman coming in to me and she was like, "Oh, are you having a good day?" And I'm like, "Yes, you are so, thank you. You are so, obviously you do not work here. You've got like loungewear and like a Humpty hat, like the Fisher style, like
What?
Humpty, like
Humpty hat.
do the Humpty hump. Like the
Just keep doing that. I might get it eventually here. Just keep doing
oh my
that.
Yeah, I had it on the song show.
Yeah.
How
Gonna
many
need
more
some
bars?
action with it.
You know what? I'll post it on IG. Fuck you. I'm on to you. And I'm like,
I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm gonna go with it.
well, I'll send you a picture. Because I looked at her and I'm like, there's just no fucking way that you work here. You've got to be really polite too. So then a chick comes in from the back and I see her come in from the back also wearing like sweatpants, like a hoodie.
She dressed like Salt and Pepper.
Pretty
or
much. Definitely has the flu. And I'm like, what the?
Oh no.
I'm like, I was there early, because I had to get some shit done in my day. So I'm like, maybe this is the like midnight crew getting ready for the semi-annual sale or something. Because if you've worked there, you like kind of dress down. And she had the flu, and I'm like, oh, she must be. And I'm looking around. I'm like, they have one little sale end cap, not a big deal at all. And I look around, and that's when it clicked. And I'm like, oh my gosh, all of these bitches are wearing hoodies, bralettes, like looking like they don't give a shit, looking like they're freshman year of college, going to a Walmart in their pajamas, but they're showing up for work. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Now I've asked our audience, they voted on this on, it looked like emo, like 9th grade cutters.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, that's very intense.
And on our poll, and within people that have looked in the last year, this has been apparently going on like the last year, 100% of the people ran into this look.
100%.
Jess, what? 100? It's not just my area.
Wow. That's a lot.
Like, did you go into a pink store or a real Victoria's Secret store? Like,
okay. So that was the thing. It was pink stuff, but it was an equal. And this store just got revamped. Now, coming from a merchandising background, like this really is pissing me off. So it's 50-50. So I did research. John, I think his last name, I'm going to butcher, is Mehas. He just came from Tory Burch. Also was in Gap Inc. like in the early 1999. Like just took over in November. So this was going on before. And it was so obvious that I was just like, I mean, these girls rolled out of bed, put on some pink stuff and said, I'm wearing company attire. I'm going to go to work. I don't even know if they were wearing clean underwear to promote selling underwear.
I just want to point out, I think Jennie, you officially rolled over.
You need to want that woman measuring you.
You rolled over into the old age club.
Oh no.
Because you're literally telling the young kids what they shouldn't be wearing now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm not taking it back. I'm not taking it back.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
These
I'm fine with it.
Days, and
I remember
their weird fashion sense.
So because here's the deal. They're playing in this, and by the way, this Victoria's Secret store just went through a like I would say it's probably up to $50,000 remodel. They've got a big ass screen TV showing the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And you look at the models and you look at the staff and you look at the models and it looks like there's such a disconnect. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So that's part one.
Okay, so like you think there should be a connection between the staff and how they look and the multi-million-dollar Victoria's Secret.
I want to buy underwear to feel like that.
Listen, you other two are being very quiet in this, and I need somebody to step up because how is there a connection between somebody that's making minimum wage selling, bras to women that want to buy a bra 2 sizes too small to a multi-million-dollar fashion model?
Okay, well, firstly, the fashion models on the TV aren't real people. We'll start there.
They are real people.
Because they have a pulse does not mean they're real people.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. Secondly, the girls in the stores, I think that the standards may be evolving differently. The fact they were nice to you was good. That was a positive thing.
They were very nice. I will say they were super helpful. I think the company standard had said, as long as you wear something that we've sold, so that could be like just sweatpants and then they throw a top on.
So it's management's fault.
Oh yeah, it's not these girls' fault. If I could go in yoga pants and like a crop top to work and that would be suitable, like that might be a fun day, but it's such.
See, I was thinking this was more of a broader thing, that this was happening at a lot of Victoria's Secret stores.
I've asked so many people in the last 72 hours that this is a company like, hey, let's try this out and promote pink. But what it's promoting is like scrubs. Like I'm like sitting there. I'm like, no. So then I go to the dressing room because there's a new thing going on there too. So I go in the dressing room and they've got these panty liner things, which totally great for like, I'm all for like, let's keep things clean and not spread shit. Like whatever.
Seems like a good thing to do.
However, and I'm like, I just did a whole bunch of Go Cleanse. So I'm trying to like upgrade my stuff. So I go to put this paper panty liner on. And in the past, whenever I've done the panty liner game, it's like you go in and you're like putting on a parachute. Like that shit never fits. Like it's always like super baggy,
Awkward. Yeah, it's awkward.
I go to put this shit on and it at my like the top of my quad, just after my knee, it's like stuck. It's like scraping. I'm like pulling it up. I'm like, holy shit, I've done pretty well. Like I've lost some weight. Their shit fits me in here. And I'm like scraping my thigh, trying to put this panty liner on. And I'm like, well, this is just really not a good look, but it's tight. And then I love that they remodeled the Victoria's Secret store, but they put all of these energy efficient LED bright ass lights. And I don't need to be in high def HD bright ass white light in a fitting room.
Nobody wants that ever.
No.
No, never.
As a very, very pale person that has to rely on spray tans and stuff, that it's horrible.
No one likes it.
No. So I'm there and I took a moment to look at myself with the panty liner on, but